Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, 8:50 a.m. Prices of BTC currently at 88.28. All right, so let's see what's going on. First things first, folks. Um, if you're watching this video and you're on the free side, I mean, I don't know how to tell you how much you've been missing out, but we've been destroying the last couple of weeks in this market. While everyone has essentially been, long. Um, all through over here. Or I'm sorry, after this over here, they were long. We were catching every short opportunity that we could because I told you guys for the most part, this run up right here was unnatural. This to me was a clear, almost obvious indication of a short squeeze. And I knew for the most part, this would really slowly bleed down. Okay. And that's exactly what's happening. Now, I'm not someone who's overly confident enough to say that it has to bleed down all the way. And so, the argument could be you could say that, okay, so why didn't you just short here or here and then, just ride it down all the way? Well, again, in trading, just like life, there are no certainties, right? Things could happen, market structure could change. So it's always good, especially in trading, to be able to take profits at critical areas where we have supports just sitting, right? So one of the moves that we got to catch was right here. We got in somewhere around here for our short and we closed out at 87.50. Okay, so let's see, where was it? Target profit 87.50. My next target was 8,300, but we didn't hit that. So you can see I closed out one of my positions for 87.50, somewhere around 87.50. Okay, and then I closed my rest right there too, because the weekend was approaching and I knew for the most part that after a big move like this, we typically range sideways. Okay, and in this chop, typically most people get chopped to death. They think that they want to go long and this is the bottom, or they think that shorting right here is probably good. And I actually thought that a little bit too, but I held smaller positions. Okay, so here's, by the way, my profit P&L that you can see on my exit price of my short right there. For the haters out there who say that I don't really trade with size or I'm not trading at all, here are my positions. More than likely, I always show people my positions that I take. Okay, so there you go. Okay, folks, in this community, I'm not going to leave you sort of playing with fire by yourself. I'm going to have skin in the game to trade with you. All right. Okay, so aside from that, after that, what happened was I took a couple of shorts, small shorts, and I got stopped out with very small losses, like right there, 2.5% loss. Another short I had, 88.52 was my stop hit too. Then I just sat out. It's like, you know what? It is the weekend. Screw it. Let me just enjoy my gains and not worry about this market right now. Okay? So for the most part, what I've really been doing, honestly, is just sitting and waiting for this market to resolve itself. Okay? And one opportunity that I did provide for my Advantage members is right here, where I stated that, you could potentially go long right in this area, place your stop just beneath this wick right here, and you could target the range high right there. So you've had one opportunity to sell, 2, 3 opportunities to sell at this range high. So people in my community, I don't know if they took the trade because it was an unofficial trade, but you can see right here, I provided these opportunities for people to see that, hey, even if I'm not trading, I'll shoot you guys some opportunities to show you that there are some scalp opportunities in this market. So if you're bored or you think that you have to be in a trade, which I personally think is not a good idea, but again, if you feel like you have time now to trade or you have time to actively watch the markets, I provide these setups. Okay, I let people know that, okay, if this market is ranging sideways, more than likely you want to place a stop just beneath this wick or beneath this wick, target the range high, for some potential longs. Okay, so these are some of the services and information and guidelines I provide in my community. Aside from that, I provide daily Bitcoin analysis. Like the video you're seeing now is just one thing, right? But through the day, I provide updates, right? I show people what I see in the market from a higher time frame perspective, smaller time frame perspective, where exactly you should potentially look out for shorts, target profits, and then I put out nightly updates as well for videos. So, tons of information. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to the analysis. All right. So after this big drop right here, okay, so now we're kind of just ranging sideways, and this is really honestly a bear flag like that, right? That's a bear flag, okay, because you have the pole right there, sideways ranging, right, and the flag is kind of extending out. But typically, you want to see a breakdown, somewhere around here soon, okay. Now, where exactly could that breakdown come down to? Well, first things first, we still have yet to kind of hammer deeper into the support, which I think we can at some point. We could probably hit maybe $8,550, $8,600. The lowest we went to so far was about $8,675 or so. So we have maybe potentially another $100 or $200 drop from where we are right now, and then push back up. Okay, now that's one possibility. Now you're thinking, okay, how high can we actually go from there? Well, let's look at it. All right, so if we say that, let's just say the top was right there and the bottom is right here. For now, we can make it all the way back up to 9,040, which is right around that 618 retracement from this top to this bottom. And we could still, sort of go up like this, hit that 618 fib, and then still pull back down. Alternatively, if we're saying that we have to come back into this block, this green block, and hit somewhere around, let's just say 85.75, then we can say this is the top, the bottom will be right here, 85.75, and the 618 retrace could be 9,000, okay? Alternatively, all right, what we could do is we could also make it back all the way up to the November monthly open. And what that would do is all the short stops that are sitting right above these wicks right here, remember I just showed you this trading range, right? There are now probably a lot of stops stacked right above this area right here, okay? So right around 89.25 all the way up to about 89.50, let's just say. People probably shorted here and here and here and here, and all their stops reside up here. So what that could happen, what that could do is price could make its way all the way back up, create a short squeeze by stopping these people out, right? And then push up all the way to that monthly open of 91.60. All right. That is probably the ideal way if we want to destroy the shorts. That's probably the ideal way to see, this price come through. Okay. Now, another way to look at this is if we go to the 4-hour time frame, all right, we can look at it this way. Okay. So there's something like a parallel channel that I see playing out. All right. So there's that parallel channel tool. Okay. So potentially like this. Oops. That's a far stretch right there. Okay. I'm going to move this out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So there's, excuse me. There's that first touch right there, right? So this is starting to create a parallel channel, right? So we're saying first touch right there, second touch right there, third, and now we're in that fourth touch. So remember that typically parallel channels, more often than not, they typically have 1, 2, 3, 4, and if they're going to break out, they'll pull back a little bit and then push out, all right? Alternatively, you could just go up like this, hit this parallel channel, and then fall straight down to the bottom of the parallel channel again. And that kind of lines up with, if we fall straight down right now, that brings us to about 83, 85 or so. All right. And now I want to show you guys why that $8,300 is also important. All right. So I want you to pay attention to this monthly open in October, this blue line. Okay. So you can see in October, this was, actually October started right here. So it was support right here, became resistance, pulled back around, resistance, resistance, support, support and resistance right there, resistance, and then broke through, right? So even if we don't pay attention to this being the monthly open of October, this area right here is clearly an area that is acting as a pivot. Price goes up, comes back down, goes up, gets rejected, comes back down, breaks through, support, support, breaks through, resistance. So everything kind of happens right around that blue line. So if I were a betting man, I would say that price more than likely has some gravitation towards this $8,300 area, this target. Okay. And that would be, I would say, my next target profit position if I was to open a short position. Alternatively, you can also say that, okay, so what if this was the big run up, right? And then price comes back to 8,300 and then gets ready to push back out. I think that's very possible too. And I don't see anything wrong with that either. Because if we do a fib from that top to that bottom, or I'm sorry, this bottom to that top, look where that lines up. Okay, that $8,300, that lines up with the 70.5 fib. And remember, I've said this before, that Bitcoin loves to retrace deeper, even deeper than the 618 fib and the 65% area, which is the golden pocket ratio. The golden pocket is 61.8 to about 65%. But because Bitcoin likes to go deeper, sometimes it retraces all the way to 70.5% or about 78.6%. Now, if we go deeper than 70.5%, meaning lower than $8,300, then it definitely opens up the doors to down here, which is a full retracement of this entire thing, so around $7,300 or so. That's where things become a little scary, okay? I'll tell you why, all right? If price goes back, from here, up here, and then comes back all the way, this area is not going to hold at least a second or third time around. I mean, I would actually argue that second time around when price comes back to this area, I would bet that it would definitely bounce up a little bit, maybe even $1,000 or something. And then third time it comes back around, it'll definitely break through. Okay. And again, I'm still of the opinion that we still have a deeper retracement to go. Okay. I'm still of the opinion that we are going to make it probably for at least the Y wave. Okay, so remember I stated that this is a W, X. This could have been the Y, but I think all this could still be chopped in a larger wave count, and the Y could be down here, or maybe around this green block, or worst case scenario, okay, it could be a bit deeper, somewhere around that 78.6% retracement, which is around this area right here. Okay, 78.6, so $5,400. All right. Let me see where this chart is. I think on a weekly time frame, I have a different chart I want to show you guys. Where is this one? Okay, that's weird. Let me see if I can find this chart, because this chart is pretty useful. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so here's a weekly chart to again look at different levels and different areas where price consolidated, right? So remember over here, I was showing you that retracement of 78.6%, if we went from this low in December 2019 of 3,100 to this high of 13,900 in June, if we were to say from that low to that high, that was the full structure, and now we're in retracement mode, that puts us around $5,400 for that 78.6 fib, which I stated that Bitcoin likes to go deeper, okay, for retracements. And if we look at that, you could see that's right around this area, okay, where this previous weekly consolidation happened before that massive push up. So you could see that we're already hitting this area of consolidation, right? We hit it once, we're coming back to it again. Okay, it seems like it at least. Okay, so if we come back to it again a second time around like that, and we chop around here and we break through, the next big weekly consolidation is not in here. There's no 6,000 area or anything. There's just straight slicing all the way down to 5,000. Okay, it may seem like it that price is going to stall for a few days here, move around, stall, move around, but ultimately it's going to gravitate towards the higher time frame consolidation, which is around the weekly in April, which is around 5,000 to 5,400 or so. All right, so keep that in mind. So anyway, folks, really nothing else to look forward to right now. Let this thing just chop away. Let it make up its mind in terms of direction, whether it wants to break out, for potential short squeeze, make it back all the way to that November monthly open, right? Around the 9160 area, somewhere up here. Or alternatively, it could also just be using this area that was previously support. I guess those are the only two supports, and then this right here broke through, and now it could be using this area as resistance and then fall back further. Okay, so tons of different ways to look at it, most of which to me point bearish. Now I'm sure there's a lot of bulls out there, they don't really want me talking about how this price has been dumping, but let's be real, folks. For the most part, we've been pretty spot on for shorting here, taking profits here, shorting here, taking profits here, shorting here, taking profits a bit early, but then again shorting here and taking profits down here. Shorting has been basically the easiest thing in this move right here. Longing has been extremely hard for me, and I don't really long that much in this area because the higher time frames, whether it's the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, so easily speak to me that shorting is just easy. Every bounce that gets moved up is either a short squeeze or a very short-lived bounce, and shorting it honestly gives me the best results. Okay, so anyway, folks, come join Cryptosomniac technical analysis course if you don't know how I utilize trend lines or fibs, or how I utilize the RSI right here. Other things that you're seeing that you wish you understood, come join the Cryptosomniac community. Hit the products page right there, okay, and you can buy the course that gives you 7 free days in all the locked channels that you see right there, where we have Bitcoin analysis, short-term positions, medium-term. This is all leverage trading right here, and you obviously saw the gains reviews of people making some good gains. Again, we're not a community that provides setups or signals or anything. I really like spending time with my community to show them exactly how you can build your knowledge base and understand how to make money in this market. Okay, my goal is to sort of teach you how to fish in this market. All right, and that's how I see myself, as someone who's a teacher, but also someone who's showing you exactly what he's doing and leading by example. All right, you can buy the technical analysis course, or get the Cryptosomniac Advantage membership right there. And then you will get 1 month in all the locked channels. Right now we have a deal. The link you will see in YouTube has about 10 to 15% off, so come join. You'll get access to all these channels, an amazing community that is pretty active every single day, sharing analysis, sharing input, even sharing trades and stuff, because we have traders from all different walks of life and different experience levels. Some who have been only doing this for a couple months, some who have been doing this for years in other markets. I myself have been trading for about 11 years. I've got experience in commodities and equities and forex, and I only joined crypto honestly in 2016. Okay, but to me, crypto market was like the easiest market, because everyone on here was just spewing garbage, because it's not a mature market, right? So if you go to crypto Twitter, all these paid groups, all these people are just shilling garbage, right? They don't really know technicals. They don't really know how to go about even knowing how to put up trades, understand risk to reward ratios, how to properly hedge their positions, how to take profit, or how to not get greedy. Honestly, these people really just came into the trading world probably like a year or two ago, when the Bitcoin market started taking off, and everyone thought they were geniuses because all you had to do was long back then. But then when this whole chop happened, right, all this chop right here in 2018 and 17, and then even in 2019, they got destroyed. All right, let's be real. Real traders like myself ate their lunch money. All right, so I want you guys to be careful about the people who are pretending out there to be experienced traders, or those who are willing to provide signals or tell you that they can guarantee you X gains. It's not possible. I'm not even going to guarantee you, like any percent of gains. I'm just going to show you what I do best, which is I love to trade. I like to travel. I like to enjoy my life, and I'm going to teach you how to, be able to balance your life while understanding how to trade. You see most people spending 12, 14, 20 hours just looking at the charts while price is not even doing anything. But I'm not about that life. I really want to use trading as a opportunity to give me more time and freedom and allow me to make money that I can use to travel and see the world with my wife and do good things for the world, right? And for people. And so if you are constantly stressed about trading and you don't know how you keep losing in this market and you don't know how to make money, Cryptosomniac is the community for you, folks. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I've been showing you guys these gains. I've been making these free videos for 2 years now, right? So if you don't believe that the proof is in the pudding, good luck. All right, you can go find another trading group, or also you can also just come join the free side. There's a Discord link, and just come hang out in the free side of our community. Every now and then, I just put out a free trade here and there, but 95% of my attention, my effort, my time, my energy goes to my Advantage members. All these locked channels you see are for people who are paying members, and they enjoy my content. They enjoy my attention even more so, right? Because I'm pretty often available, and if someone has a question to me, I make myself available to them and I answer their question. Okay, so what you pay for is not only these trade setups and these gains that you see, but what you also pay for is the attention and direct contact to me. Okay, and the amount of information that I put out. And we have a massive education channel where you can teach yourself all this stuff that I talk about. All right, so anyway, folks, that's all I got for y'all. Thank you so much for listening and always supporting our community. Take care. Cheers.